Ocala.
All right, 6 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. If you listen to us regularly, you know that Robin and I speak to a lot of authors on this show, and that means we get a lot of books sent our way so that we can read them and review them and interview the authors about them. And I'm sure you all know that we give away a lot of books to you. And yet we always end up with a lot of books. So what we do with the extra books is we give them to a local church, and they actually sell them on eBay. And yesterday I was speaking to the pastor, and I said, do some books go better than others? He said, oh yeah, and some don't go at all. So then he will redonate those books to some, I don't know where, to the Salvation Army, whatever he does with them. But it is interesting how some books will have a life of their own, and they'll make the rounds, and people will want to read them, and others won't. So the one thing I'm never able to answer when somebody says to me, can you recommend a good book? I draw a blank. I mean, we speak to so many authors, so maybe I can think of one or two, but I have a hard time thinking of a whole list of them. Chris Schluep is going to help us with this. He's an editor who is part of the team of editors with Amazon that decides which books make the best books of 2016 list. And so let's find out about the hottest books for the gift-giving season, and maybe his prediction for the best books of 2016 Amazon list. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Where are you right now?
I'm in Seattle, and it's still early.
It's still early. Yeah, well, thank you for getting up early. So when is Amazon going to start delivering things with drones?
I'm just a simple editor. I have no idea. But it's coming.
We send everybody to Amazon. Almost every single author. We say, where's your book? Where can we get the book? They all say Amazon, Amazon, Amazon. Everybody's got their book on Amazon. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's the world's largest bookstore. So
okay, so we don't even compare to the amount of books you must be familiar with. I mean, and we do a lot of books. I am telling you, we do probably 2 or 3 a day. Mm-hmm. I bet you.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's a lot for us. But I'm sure you've got a billion, and maybe that's not even an exaggeration. So how do you narrow it down to the top books? Is it based on sales? Is it based on opinions? How do you do that?
No, we have a group of 5 editors here, and we're all sort of extreme book readers. We read hundreds of thousands of pages a year, and we sit down. We do it the old-fashioned way. We sit down, we read the books, we sit down, we argue about them, and then we pick our lists. So we do it the way you would do it.
And so we're going to learn in a second which books you've picked out, but do they come from a variety of publishers, or are they pretty much mainstream, Simon & Schuster, et cetera?
We get, all the mainstream publishers send us books. We're starting to get more stuff from, we get stuff from all the smaller publishers as well. The one thing that we are trying to pay more attention to, and it's hard, is the independently published books, self-published books. But it's hard to sort through those books.
Well, and just from our perspective with the self-published books, Simon & Schuster and the big names you can almost always depend on. So that's why I think a big publisher is a big publisher. The self-published authors that send us their books to consider having them on the air.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I want to say something nice, but you get one out of maybe 20, and maybe I'm exaggerating there. Maybe it's more like out of 50. I don't know, but it's hard. It's a hard sell on that in that area. Yeah.
But there are those success stories like the Martian, which was a best-selling book and and a big movie that started as a self-published book.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. There's there's one every once in a while, and that one is always amazing to me. And I always wonder, did they? Because I don't always follow them. I always wonder if they ever got a deal with a bigger publisher, or if they just chose to stick to the independent. I don't know. All right, so let's.
I mean, there are a lot of happy self-publishers. I will say that.
That's good. All right, so what are the hottest books this year, and are they all in the same category?
No, we pick across a whole bunch of different categories, but we do have a top 10 list. So
Okay.
I'll just tell you our number one pick. Our number one pick was a book called The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead.
Okay.
And it's a book about a young slave woman who's escaping via the Underground Railroad. But in this book, the Underground Railroad isn't just a metaphor; it's a real thing. It's an actual railroad. So it's inventive. It's beautifully written. But most important to us, it's a book that you want to keep reading.
What is just released this year? Was it only released this year?
It was. Yeah. Every book we're talking about was released this year.
Oh, okay. All right. What else? What else do we have?
Well, another book I like to bring up is a book that I probably was my most fun read this year, and it's in our top 10. It's a book called Before the Fall by a guy named Noah Hawley, and he actually writes Fargo for the FX channel, if you've ever seen that show.
Oh, okay.
Wow, nice.
But he actually, the book got me to watch Fargo. It didn't go the other way, but I'll tell you about the book. The basic setup is there's a private jet sitting on the tarmac on Martha's Vineyard. It's full of important people. At the last second, a local artist gets on the plane. The plane takes off. It's a cloudy night. It crashes into the ocean. There are only two survivors: the artist and the young son of a media mogul. So you spend the rest of the book figuring out who was on the plane, and then trying to figure out what happened, why the plane crashed.
Oh,
so
my
that was a lot of fun.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Wow. We're writing these down, so we'll take notes. Maybe we'll get to speak to some of these authors. All right. I'm hoping you have a book that we've spoken to the author. Hold on. I'm sorry. Just keep going.
So another book, our number 2 book actually on the list, is a book called The Wolf Road. And a colleague of mine called this Huckleberry Finn. I saw post-apocalyptic Huckleberry Finn, which I thought was a good way to describe it. It's about a young 18-year-old woman. She's not a boy, she's a girl. She's 18 years old, and it's set in the wilderness, sort of a gritty Western kind of feel to it. And she's trying to escape the man who raised her. Turns out he's a very bad guy, and she's trying to find her parents.
Oh,
so it's like half gritty Western, half literary thriller. It's a book that didn't get a lot of attention when it came out, but it's getting more attention since we started recommending it.
I bet it is. Oh, you're answering a lot of prayers for some of the authors. So is the whole list on Amazon? If I go to Amazon, will I see the whole list?
Yeah, you can go to amazon.com/bestbooks2016.
Okay. All right. Best books of 2016. I got another minute or two. Give us another one.
All right. Well, this is a book that's not on the list, so this is a very personal recommendation. It's called it's by from the publisher Lonely Planet, and it's called The National Parks of America. This is the 100th anniversary of the National Park Service. I brought this book home about 3 days ago, and it's been sitting on my coffee table. I'm going to give this gift to people this holiday. So
oh, really?
Nice.
Do you know,
that's a little inside information from the Amazon guy.
And speaking of coffee table type books, we've had a couple of photographers for National Geographic that were on promoting books that they had featured, and one was called Landscapes, I think.
Yes.
It was so, just so beautiful to look through, just so, I don't know, that one captured my attention too.
When you recommend these books, are they not just hard copy, but they're also audio as well?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of audio. Most of them are audiobooks as well, and then also available on Kindle as well. So, I figure any way you consume a book is good as far as I'm concerned, just as long as people are reading.
So if I buy the Amazon Echo and I say and recommend a book, she'll tell me what to read.
We're working on that.
Since you are an editor, do you also write books as well?
I don't write books, but some people on our team do. We have a romance author on our team. But yeah, I feel like everybody in this business is writing something. So yeah, I've got a couple half manuscripts in my desk, but I'm not really actively writing anything else.
Well,
I got too much to read.
If you ever want to have an interview, I know a couple of really good radio personalities that do this regularly.
That's right.
I will write that down.
Chris, thank you for being on the air with us. That was a fun but short interview. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. We will be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accidents. On this Wednesday, a partly sunny, pleasant day with lower humidity, high 74 to 78. Partly cloudy and cool Wednesday night with lows in the upper 40s and the coolest inland spots to the upper 50s along the coast. Thursday, partly sunny and nice but cool, high 69 to 73. Friday, partly sunny and even cooler, high 60 to 64. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Are you in need of custom screen printing, embroidery, or promotional items? Then look no further and come visit the brand new Legacy Team Sales. LTS is conveniently located off 17th Street next to Armstrong Homes in beautiful Ocala. We offer the best prices and highest quality products for your company, team, school, or nonprofit. Whether looking for screen printed shirts, embroidered polos, or travel team uniforms, you'll be sure to find it at Legacy Team Sales. Come visit our new 27,000 square foot facility. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff will assist you in every part of your custom purchase. LTS carries the hottest brands in the industry like Under Armour, Russell, Mizuno, Asics, Badger Sports, Gildan, Pacific, Ogio, and many more. At LTS, screen printing embroidery is done in-house and we guarantee customer satisfaction. Stop by, give us a call, or check us out on the web at shoplts.com. Remember the name, LTS.
There are only a few things in life that you can be certain will always be around: death, taxes, the pursuit of happiness, and computers. As they continue to advance at an epic pace, the one absolute certainty about them is that they'll break. It's not an if, it's a when. And when it happens, bring it to the only company in Ocala that's certified in Apple and Microsoft, Cala Mac and PC Repair. They even offer on-site computer repair service, so they come to you. And if you do drop it off, you can check your repair status online. Cala Mac and PC Repair is a family-owned and operated company that can do everything from mobile repair to wireless networks, fixing viruses, data recovery, even building and installing new systems. Visit online at ocalamacpc.com. In person, 1713 East Silver Springs Boulevard, or give them a call, 352-566-8324. That's 352-566-8324. Cala Mac and PC Repair.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.